Hello everyone, it's Dominate. We are here for another AFR draft, Premier draft, and let's see which rares we open this time. Forsworn Paladin, 1 mana 1/1 Menace. You can pay 2 and tap, pay 1 life to create a treasure token. You can pay 3 and target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And a creature also gains Death Touch. Seems like a pretty decent card for the red-black treasure deck. There's also just a Grim Bounty though. And then there are some, there's Hunter's Mark, which is a good removal spell. There's the red-green Gruul, legendary creature. Red-white, Boros legendary creature. Some removal spells. This is tough. I think we're supposed to take a removal spell, but I kind of want to try this out because, new set, you don't get to play with rares as often. We'll try it out and see if we can get a treasure thing going. It is a 1-drop also, so, well, we get to play with red-black is the treasure theme. Red Dragon's Fire is probably the best removal. It is so good. It hits most of the creatures, and you can have dragons sometimes too. This is more like a combat trick than it is a removal spell. That's how I think of it. Choose your weapon, double target creature's power and toughness, or it does 5 damage to target creature with flying. Yeah, that's a lot of these cards that normally only one mode of them is on a card, and so they aren't very playable. But because you have 2 modes, it makes them a lot more versatile and a lot more playable. Yeah, we're just gonna take up Dragon's Fire. I talked about this last time, but Swarming Goblins has almost always gotten them 2 goblins, I think, every time I've played against it. So that's 5 mana for 6/5 power and toughness, spread across 3 bodies, which is pretty good. This card is also pretty good in just because it grows by itself and then you can pay later. This is a venture card. Green doesn't have a ton of venture, so I feel like most of the green stuff doesn't go very well with it. Alright, so we have another removal spell, Eyes of the Beholder. Shambling Ghast is another 1-drop. This equipment is okay. It's almost like a combat trick. It works best if you can put it on first strike, like Blink Dog or the Gloom Stalker. I think we're just going to take Eyes of the Beholder. I know it's expensive removal, but we want to stay in the red-black if we can. We don't want to force it, but Tiger Tribe Hunter isn't bad. It's not amazing, but it does help to throw the last bit of damage at someone. So if they are, if they're holding on at like 4 life or 3 life, then it's pretty easy to close out the game with Tiger Tribe Hunter. And it is a 4/4 trample. There aren't any amazing red or black cards. All of these are kind of replaceable. The white cards, this card has been okay. It's a 1 mana 1/1 of flying, and it works best with equipment, obviously. But then even later on, you can have that 3 mana activated ability for venturing, which, I mean, it costs a lot because you have to tap another creature for it. Okay, so there's another Eyes of the Beholder, but I don't think we want 2 6 mana removal spells. We do get some treasure payoffs, or I guess this creates treasures. This is a payoff for having treasure because it can gain first strike and haste until the end of the turn. A 4/3 isn't great, but that ability can make it a little bit better. We'll take it. We would like that unexpected card draw also. You see a pair of goblins, you get to create 2 1/1 goblin tokens, or you can pump your team. Seems decent. Horde Robber has been okay if you get the Thieves' Tools. Swarming goblins, like I said, it always makes a ton of goblins. Unexpected Windfall is good card draw, and it creates 2 treasure tokens, which is pretty big. So essentially you're discarding card, but then this only costs 2 mana. You can think about it that way. And drawing 2 cards. This card has only been really good. Oh, what? Let's... Alright, sorry, that was a... I keep talking. I need to not talk as much. This is for instants and sorceries. I think we're just going to take the Hobgoblin Captain. What would be really good is if we could open the Goblin Leader. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Target creature gets +3/+1, so it's a combat trick. I'm going to take the card draw. Unexpected Windfall. This card, like I was saying, it hasn't been super great, but there has been like 1 or 2 games where my opponent has been able to drain me out just because we're at like a board stall, and the 6 mana activated ability makes you lose 2 life each turn. So, I mean, over time it can drain you out if you're not careful. Zombie Ogre might be good if we have a bunch of little creatures that are trading. Spiked Pit Trap is pretty decent removal. It's expensive, but I think we're going to have enough removal, so we'll take the Zombie Ogre. Might not play it, we might play it. Clattering Skeletons, this only ventures 1 time, and it's when it dies, and it's a 4/3, so I haven't really loved Clattering Skeletons, but we'll see. These cards, this card is good with the Thief's Tools, but that's basically it. I mean, it is a decent blocker, but you want to be attacking with it and not just blocking. I'll take the Shambling Ghast. This isn't a great 1-drop, but at least it gives you some value out of a 1-drop. Take the Vampire Spawn. Oh, we did get an Unexpected Windfall. And a Horde Robber. Okay, so I think we're in the right spot. What is this? Teleportation Circle. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 target artifact or creature you control, then return the card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay, so you get to basically have enter the battlefield abilities go off again. Which, as of right now, I do not have any, except my Vampire Spawn, so we're not going to take that and try and splash it. Barbarian class is good for rolling dice, which we don't have. Wow, this is a sad pack for us. And you can splash in red-black. It's like the easiest color to splash. So we can look for things that we can splash. But yeah, none of these cards. Owlbear is pretty strong, but it's double green. Yeah, I think there wasn't anything super worth splashing there. Okay. I was gonna say we could take this and splash it and try and get some equipment, but I think we just take the Grim Bounty here as good removal. Brazen Dwarf is good in red-blue archetype. Hobgoblin Captain is good. It's best in red-green, but I mean an aggressive 2-drop is good on the play, especially. 50 Feet of Rope I think is a little too slow. I think it's just a little too slow. Sepulchre, this word is so hard for me to say because of how the G comes after Sepulchre. I'm just gonna call him my ghoul friend. 2 ghoul for school. But it's been pretty okay because the threat of activation is real on that card. A lot of people won't block. Well, we will keep taking Grim Bounties if they keep getting past to us. That is okay with me. Cloister Goblin or Gargoyle has been okay. It's not amazing. It's really good in black-white because you can activate it, and then you usually get that mace or the torch that every time you attack it ventures, so you can attack with this as a flyer. Planar Alley, same kind of thing. It ventures every time. Hoarding Ogre is actually pretty decent in the treasure deck and even in the red-blue deck. Fireball is good. I mean, it's not amazing removal, but it's good removal to have if you don't have other removals. I would way rather have Grim Bounty, obviously. Okay, so we have some choices here. Burning Hands is 2 mana, deal 2, but then if it's green, it does 6. So this is really good against green decks, which is not all of the time. It's going to be 1/5 of the time, in theory. Thieves' Tools is really good at pushing damage. I think I am going to take the Thieves' Tools over the Burning Hands. That might be wrong, but we would rather have Dragon's Fire, and we'd rather have our Grim Bounties. We might not even play Eyes of the Beholder, honestly, if we keep getting removal. And here's Improvised Weaponry. We could take the Goblins, or we could take this. I think we want the Goblins, because I think we want to be attacking more, and having extra little creatures might help us out. There are a decent... Oh, look at this. See, that's what I was talking about. We would really prefer to have Dragon's Fire than the Burning Hands, just because this works 100% of the time at doing 3 damage, and Burning Hands does 2 damage and sometimes 6. Maybe we'll get some dragons. Oh, wow. Okay. We are taking another Dragon's Fire, so I don't think anyone else is red in our seat. And even black has looked pretty open too. This could be good with making all of our creatures have menace and just getting in for that last attack, an alpha strike. But I think this does a better job at enabling attacks throughout the whole game. There's nothing really for here. We can take this, but we're not going to play it. Another Goblins card. We aren't really rolling dice very much. I think we have, yeah, we have the one Goblin card that rolls the dice. I think that's it. Hoarding Ogre, okay, another dice card and a treasure card. On board for that. It also works with Thieves' Tools, so you can make it unblockable. Improvised Weaponry. This goes to face, so it can, if they're at 2 damage, you can hit them in the face with it. It also makes a creature or a treasure token, not a creature token. Alright, our deck, I think we are in the right seat. Like, we might not play this. It doesn't have any synergy with our deck. We probably aren't playing Eyes of the... Oh, look at that! Wow. I'd never have seen this card in action, but let's read what the rare does. It's a 5/3 flying trample for 4. So 4 is the baseline, which is just really good. And then you can pay X on top of the 4 mana, and you can have each other creature get -X/-X until end of the turn. You lose X life. So that's kind of like a board wipe, but it affects your creatures too. Or you can return up to X target creatures with total mana X value from or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until the end of turn. Okay. So in the late game, it's a really good draw. In the early game, it's a really good draw. So yes, please, we will take that. Nadar, Selfless Paladin. 3 mana, Vigilance, 3/3 whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks Venture. Oh wow, that is a really strong card. How much Venture do we have? We don't have very much Venture, right? No, that is a good card. I think I'm gonna take it just because of the rare collection. Eventually you can take it for gems, and then when you get the 4 slots filled, then you can... Oh wow. Maybe we should play it in Splash White. We're getting the Venture set up. This card is okay. This card I've really liked because it can trade up with big creatures, and then it also does things when it makes combat damage. I don't know. Maybe we should try and Venture. Grim Bounty? Okay. We could take the Evolving Wilds. Let's see. We have 2 Grim Bounties and 3 Dragon's Fires. Maybe we do take the Evolving Wilds and Splash White. Is that crazy? Over a Grim Bounty? Let's do it. Check for traps is okay. I don't know if I'm going to play it, but we'll see. I don't want to be spending 2 mana to do not very much. Nothing in red or black here. Yeah, nothing really for us either, so we'll just take the uncommon. Okay, well. So we are black, red, white. Is that what we're supposed to do? That's interesting that we got all of these good Venture white cards. It makes it seem like no one was in black white, but I felt like no one was in black red either. Red has been missing from this pack pretty good. Yeah, we'll take this. Oh wow. Take another Deadly Dispute. Now we need to make a lot of cuts, especially if we're playing our white cards. We want to play Nadar. Wow, so you can just equip this with Thieves' Tools and it gets in every turn. You can equip this with Thieves' Tools, gets in every turn. You can equip this with Thieves' Tools. I'm telling you, Thieves' Tools is a great enabler for these kinds of decks. What do we want to take out? Our Jaded Sellsword isn't going to be that great. I mean, it is a good aggressive card, but now that we also want to venture, I think I'm going to cut my high-end cards. The ones that don't do a bunch for me. Like Tiger Tribe Hunter. Yeah, I still probably will play that. Zombie Ogre will be good with a bunch of little creatures. What do we want to take out? Maybe just this? I guess it does create a treasure token though, and we want treasure tokens early. This is interesting. Okay, we can take out You See a Pair of Goblins. And take out Clattering Skeletons. And we can take out 1 Swarming Goblins. Oh no, I didn't want to take out both. Where did it go? Here we go. Okay, and we don't need that many planes. I'm going to play 1 planes because we have treasure decks, or treasures in our deck. That means we don't need to be trying to get white mana necessarily. We can just use treasure. So like this creates treasure, this creates treasure, this creates treasures. This creates a treasure, this creates treasure, this creates treasure, this creates treasure. So we do have a decent amount of treasure. The other thing I'm looking at cutting is maybe Zombie Ogre. Like this, a 3/5 that ventures isn't gonna be amazing. We just want to complete 1 venture or 1 dungeon, right? Because this bumps all of our team. I think I'd rather have a Swarming Goblins than the Ogre. And then how many lands we're at? 17 lands. We might not even need 17 lands. But we are splashing. I could cut 1. Let's see, how many sources are we at of each? Or how many cards of each? Okay, so we're 12 red, 11 black. But we do have a lot. We have our black 1-drop, so we want to be hitting black first. So we could cut another card. I think 17 lands might be too much. We'll leave it like this, and then we'll see how it is. And I'll see you in the matches. Alright, we are here for round 1. Well, we got all 3 colors. That's pretty nice, but we don't have any early drops. I'm going to keep it just because we have all of our colors and hope that our opponent is not super aggressive, which they're white, so if they're white-black, they probably are. Okay, white-blue. Oh, no! I was max punished right there. That's unfortunate. I guess I don't know. I should have led with a black because most of my cards are black. They're like I have some black 1-drops and stuff, so I should have led with a swamp first. I could have had this out on turn 2, which would be a lot stronger. You don't normally want to lead with your your splash color, but I guess when it's a 2-drop that's good, that's when you do want to lead with it. So he's attacking. He'll draw a card, which is good for them, but I want to start venturing. I'll attack. Get to venture. I'll scry because we just want to complete a dungeon. I don't need another swamp. Do my damage. So I could play Hoarding Ogre. I could just kill this knife, Soul Knife Spy, but I think I'm gonna just play my Ogre first. You want to have... They could counter it, honestly. I mean, I do want to kill this so they aren't drawing cards repeated. Card advantage is a big resource, and so if you can outdraw your opponent, you have a lot higher percentage chance of winning. Yep, they did counter. So, but I would rather have them counter that than counter my removal spell when I'm going for it. Oh, this doesn't counter removal spells. It's only target creatures or planeswalkers. Okay, so they are attacking still. Interesting. What do I want to do? So I can't target this with removal. So I'm gonna attack first. Venture. I'll create a 1/1 goblin. Because if I put a 1/1 counter on this thing, then it'll kill 2 creatures. They can't just double block it. And then I'm going to play Borrow In while they are tapped out. And put the 1/1 counter on. I guess I could have put it on Borrow In. And then I could block the Soul Knife Spy. That was a logical line also. Opponent has lots of cards. They're reading it to see if they need to kill it. Oh, they're going to return it. That's strong. Oh no, they're returning my goblin. Interesting. Okay, so I have to take the 4. And I'll attack with my Triumphant Adventurer. Wait, so does this get back? Oh, it's mana value 3 or less. So attacking with it now doesn't do very much. So I am going to leave it back. Adventure, and I get to complete my dungeon. That was a good draw. So see, if they double block right now, I could kill both of their creatures because of the Death Touch first strike. So I could Grim Bounty the Flyer and Hobgoblin. I think that's what I'm going to do. because if I play Swarming Goblins, I'm leaving 1 mana open. And Hobgoblin can also come back with Borrowing, attacking. So I can just chump with Hobgoblin, or if they attack with Soul Knife Spy, I can block with Hobgoblin and take 4. And we have card draw, so we'll draw into our other removal. We have a lot of removal in this deck. So we just kind of want to... Oh, White Dragon. Let's see if they tap my Hobgoblin. Oh, if I were them, I would have tapped Hobgoblin to force Borrowing. Okay, so I think I do still chump because I have to survive. There's a Dragon's Fire. I don't have a dragon though. So I will attack with this. Venture. I can gain 1 life. And they won't block. And then I'll play Swarming Goblins. Hopefully roll high. 19. We were close. Play my land, and then I could double block the Frost Giant. And I can Dragon's Fire the Soul Knife Spy. I didn't end up with any dragons in my deck. Oh, so they get to bounce their dragon every turn? Is it the beginning of your end step? Yeah. Wow, so they get to tap down one of my creatures every turn. Tap down the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's rough. We'll see if they tap down Borrowing, or if they tap down my Triumphant Adventurer. Yep, they decided to keep that one in check. Okay, so I'm going to do this pre-combat just because I want to see what we draw. I guess they could counter it. I didn't really pay attention to that, but okay. See, like, this is a good late game card because now I can throw creatures at them. The question is, do they have a counter now? I think I'm going to play it and not attack. They definitely have something. Oh, counter target spell. That was good on their part. And I'm not going to attack. I could attack and try... Well, actually no, I can't because that has Ward 3. No attacks. Wow, this White Dragon teleportation circle. It's a pretty good combo. If they had some dice rolling effects, enter the battlefield effects, that would be good with teleportation circle too. How much is this? It costs 4 mana. We could have taken it. We could have tried to splash it. But we're dead next turn. Yikes. Wow, they did it. So my only chance is if I attack all and bring back... Do I even have anything to bring back? Hobgoblin Captain? And then if they somehow block with the dragon, I can finish it. Like, they could be scared that I'm going to pump my team because I did attack kind of fast, but I think they won't. They're going to keep their dragon alive. Oh, maybe not. Wow. Do they have a counter spell? So I'm going to let the damage go through. And then I'm going to play Horde Robber to see if they have another counter spell. And we are going to hopefully kill the dragon. Oh no! They foiled our scheme twice. This is the most counters I've ever seen in a game so far. They played 3. Oh, they almost did an attack. Good game. You got us. Alright, we're here for game number 2 against Blaze. Ooh. We don't have a black source. But we do have Evolving Wild, so we can get it out at least on turn 2. Oh wow. I'm gonna play this because it has menace and it can get through. They're blue, so we'll see what their other color is. Blue-white. Oh. So their creature grows. So I'll attack. Play out Hired Hexblade. Because it can block their Guild Thief. Oh, see? Now there's 2 for winning themselves. That is a pretty good combo though. But I have Dragon's Fire and Grim Bounty waiting for it. Yeah, see, so they did not play another spell. So I'm going to play my Shambling Ghast and Dragon's Fire. I could maybe wait and see if they're going to do something else, but I'd rather not. My last game, if you watched it, which you probably did because you're watching this one, I had a lot of counter spells in that matchup. So I haven't seen very many people running blue counter spells, but there has been a few. We're going to kill the Displacer Beast to enable a better attack. And now we can even get our white, our plains out of our deck. Delver's Torch. Looks good for us. Oh shoot. Wow, okay, that was crazy. Did not mean for that to happen. I meant to Evolving Wilds at the end of my last turn. But sometimes it works out okay. I'm gonna do it right now just because, and I'll get another red. Sometimes you just click. So I use spacebar to click when I'm passing, and sometimes my spacebar I click too many times. Alright, well, we're gonna Grim Bounty that. And then what is his 3? It's +2 +0. Is that enough? So it would be like a 4, 5, 8, so I'd be 1 point short. So I'll just attack normal. Create a treasure token. Oh wait. Oh, you don't have to tap it, so it would have been lethal. I should have done it. I thought his first ability you have to tap, but his second you don't. Yeah. Good Planeswalker, but it's a little too late. Mordenkainen is trash talking us. We'll have to we'll have to show him what's up. Well, that was a little more of a simple game. It was just black-red doing Rakdos things, smashing past and using removal. Alright, we are here against Febiv. Ooh, we really need our planes here. I'm going to keep it on the strength of having 2 Dragonfires. And I'm going to play my black card first, or my swamp first. because we got punished for that. We are not going to kill them yet. They might try to equip it or do something to it. I'm actually going to not kill the Null Hunter. I'm going to kill the Gloomstalker. Wait. Oh, what? I do have a dragon. But it's only 3. I'm not going to reveal it. So this way I can improvise weaponry. Is this a sorcery? Yep. And then next turn I can cast one of these two. So I don't know which one to cast. This one's... Huh. This card is better. But it's also more vulnerable if they use removal. And I can't attack in with either of them. But Borrow-in can get back Nadar. Oh, and we can create a treasure token off of it too, so I like that. Horde Robber creates treasure, but sorry, we don't want you. And then I will just play my Hired Hexblade for free. Or, sorry, not for free, but without the treasure. My guess is they'll probably remove Nadar. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they don't have removal. Okay, that's really good for us. Wow! Oh my goodness. Interesting. So, if I remove it, I can get in for 5 and create... I guess I don't want to create... Or I don't want to remove it yet. I'm just going to attack. And this has Vigilance. That's pretty good. Now we'll see what they do. Nothing. So I'm going to play Borrow-in. And I will make their 3/4 have -4, -0. Veteran Dungeoneer got demoted. Now it's a Novice Dungeoneer. Ooh, Plate Armor. It's 3 to equip though, so they can't equip it yet. Wow. And then now all my creatures are gonna get plus... Oh wait. So is it worth it to double? Let's see. I could use double Dragon's Fire on it to just remove it. Do I have any... Or I could just attack with everybody. Because they would block here, and yes, I know these are going to be a 3/3 and a 4/4. So like this could trade with it, and it can get this back. This is a difficult spot. I think I am going to just double fires. Just to get it out of the way. And now it gives me good attacks with all my creatures. I get a venture again and complete a dungeon. Wow. These two work incredibly well together. Borrow-in and Nadar. We'll have to start calling him Domin Nadar. And now I draw the planes. So I don't want to attack into that. That is a little bit unfortunate. So I think I'm just going to... I mean, actually I will attack with this because I'll take that trade. I'll trade the Owlbear. Because it clears the way. And I will play my Swarming Goblins, which all get pumped. Please roll 20. Oh, 12. Okay. Wow. Nadar and Borrow-in is pretty good. Alright, we are against Tukuyomi 4731. Ooh, I don't think we can keep this. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know, because we just need a mountain. But we only have 7 mountains in our deck in the one Evolving Wilds. I think I'm going to mulligan. Oh my goodness. Wow. Punished. Alright, I'm just going to keep it and throw back a swamp. And hope that we draw some early plays. Oh, the Vorpal Sword. My favorite card. Just kidding. Maybe it should be my favorite card. Should I have Vorpal Sword as my favorite of the set? Uh-oh. They're going to block my Horde Robber and then equip theirs. It's pretty strong. So I'm not going to attack. I could bluff attack, but then it would just open up theirs for free. I want to make them pay the black to equip it, if they even have black. Oh, they don't. I've seen this combo before. So I could attack and then improvise weaponry after, but I think it's better just to Grim Bounty the Curdle. Their dog over there is whining, or wolf, whatever this is. Yeah, it's wolf. Okay, so they didn't play a black source, so they can equip the Vorpal Sword. Oh, this is even better with the Vorpal Sword because you can make it unblockable. I guess it would take 10 mana though, so that's a lot to ask for. But you can make this creature that's equipped unblockable and then do the 8 mana ability. Okay, so my options are I could kill their 2/2 and play Hired Sword, or I could just play Borrow-in. I think I do want to kill their 2/2. And then play Hired Sword. And our Horde Robbers have just been staring at the treasure the whole game, but not doing anything about it. So no attacks. Let's see if they play a black mana. Oh, no, Divine Beast. Or, sorry, Displacer Beast. This art is pretty trippy. It's kind of weird to look at. Okay. I think I want to play Borrow-in. I'm not going to attack because there's no point. They would just block the 1/3. Or block with the 1/3. And we are going to try to complete our dungeon. A Plains. Yeah, I mean, I guess we do need mana, and we could draw our Nadar and not have a treasure. I mean, this makes a treasure. But next turn, we're probably going to just do Swarming. Oh, they have the Thieves' Tools to go with Vorpal Sword. If you watch my, I think it was my second, oh no, it was my 3rd draft video. You can see how that combo ruined me. It's pretty funny. I could also just Grim Bounty, Displacer Beast. No, I don't think it's worth it. I'll attack with Hired Hexblade, because I'd be pushing in damage, but it's probably better just to play out Swarming Goblins and then push in damage. 19 again. Wow. So far, both times I've played this card, I've rolled a 19. They get another treasure, so they're trying to Vorpal their way up. They still haven't played a second black source. And they've been stuck on land, so I'm a little worried about what's in their hand. That means they have a bunch of high-powered creatures. Okay, so I normally don't play things before combat, but I'm going to play this just to see what they have. If they counter it or something. No counter. Interesting. So do I just go for it and push a bunch of damage? Okay, they let it happen. What's the flash creature besides the 2-1? Is there another flash creature? Dragon Turtle. Okay, so it taps things down, but I still get in a good attack. Make some treasure. And Dragon Turtle is still tapped. So now it's putting them in a tough position of if they want to attack, which they do, I guess. They just want all the mana. With no blockers as of right now. Let's see what they put down. I haven't seen Dragon Turtle in play yet. It's kind of slow, because if you play it on turn 3, then it taps both of them, then your turn 4 it doesn't untap, so it doesn't untap till turn 5. So like best case scenario, this is like a 5 mana 3/5 kind of, and the flash means you can't ambush. Okay, so now they're using, yeah, they decided that it was better to put out blockers. Oh wow. How close am I? I'm only on the first one? Too bad. So if I attack with everyone, they'll block Borrow in with Soul Knife. And here with here, so they would take 5 damage and only lose 1 creature. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it, because I can create a goblin. We'll do it and see how they block. Oh, this gets first strike. But they can still put their 2/5 on it. Oh, interesting. They're debating on if they want to kill my swarming goblin. Oh wait, no, it's not even attacking. They're seeing if they want to save their Soul Knife Spy for the swarming goblin because it does so much damage. But they have Dragon Turtle, so they shouldn't do that. So I think they think it's attacking, but it's not. They're trying to block it. Yep, those are the blocks that I would do. And they're actually only on 3 mana as of right now. So I create a treasure token, then I get to venture and create a goblin. Okay, so they played Hive of the Eye Tyrant. This one you pay 4 mana and it gets to become a 3/3 Beholder. And whenever this creature attacks, exile target card from their graveyard. What was that? Oh, that's the Reaper's Talisman. Wow, they have the same deck. Or I had those same 3 items. Ooh. This doesn't go to the face. So let's see. So they have 2 blockers. And I can make my Nadar have a 1/1 counter. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 attackers. So they're taking like 5 damage. Is it just lethal? Wait, so if they block my 2 highest powered creatures, so they block, then they're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is. So I can just put a 1/1 counter on one of my creatures, or I can do Dark Pool. Doesn't really matter. We'll put it on the Horde Robber. Yeah, that was lethal. Unless I did my math wrong. What's the famous saying? Math is for blockers. Got him for exactsies. We are playing Black Prince for game number... Oh, I can't remember. Is this 4? Are we 3-1 or are we 3-0? I think we're 3-1. Okay, we are keeping this hand. We're leading with a swamp on all of our... Every time we have a swamp, we're leading with it in case we draw our adventurer. Now we will play our mountain and play Hired Hexblade. This land has been... It's been decent. Like, it's a tap land and you get to choose. So, I mean, I wouldn't play it in a 2-color deck. But if you're splashing like I am, like, that can count as a white source. Okay, so I have nothing to do. And I don't want them to get treasures, so I am just going to Dragon's Fire this. Clear the way. Because a 1/3 blocks a lot of my creatures. Next turn I can just cast this. Yeah, see, they were gonna equip it and attack. Yeah, so I'm just gonna play this and hope they don't have removal. This is our first time of playing Orcus. That doesn't matter, right? Yeah, I paid 0. Flying Trample Demon. Let's see if they have an answer. They do have red, and they have black, and they have a treasure. So, same colors as us. Let's see if they have their own Orcus. Or how they're going to handle it. Grim Bounty, okay. I expected it wasn't going to live. Oh, and they do have a Hired Hexblade. So that gets to draw them a card. So I will attack. See if they trade. They probably will. And then play my mountain, play my hoarding ogre. You do want to hold lands because this is, you discard a land for this in most cases, but I didn't have another red source, so. Oh wow, another Grim Bounty. This is pretty similar to my deck. Interesting. So I think it's right to get rid of the Thieves' Tools here. Is that crazy? I mean, I could wait one more turn. But Thieves' Tools is so good. I don't want to get rid of it. I do have 2 of them though, so I am going to do it. Get rid of Thieves' Tools. Now I have 2 Grim Bounties and a Tiger Tribe Hunter. Oh wow. Does this destroy Planeswalker? It does.
I'm hungry. Won't you stay for dinner?
That is scary. Let's see if they make 2 spiders or if they draw a card. Best case scenario for us is obviously if they draw a card, but you almost always are going to make the spiders when that comes into play. I'll put it up so you can see. So the spiders, it's almost like Garruk, the Cursed Huntsman. Oh, they did draw. Wow. That is great for us. They figured that we didn't have any creatures to attack them, so their Spider Queen was safe. But unfortunately, they were wrong. And we're going to play Borrow In. Start venturing. We do not need another swamp. Oh, that is perfect for our borrow-in. But we do have another Grim Bounty. The question is, do we play our 4/4 and then get hit for one turn? I think the answer is yes. Because if we start doing damage, that's what we want, instead of just taking a bunch of damage. Or sorry, I would trade 4 for a turn to give them 4 for a turn, if that makes sense. Oh man, wow. This is the second deck I've played where they've had black and red. So I have to kill the red dragon. Then attack. And I'm losing this race. So I need to draw an out. Now they're doing 5, so I'm dead in 2 turns. That is not an out. Wow, this is crazy. Come on, removal. Actually, no, if I even draw removal, then I'm still dead. I need... Yeah, I don't even think I have an out. Because of their Thieves' Tools. Yeah, I don't think I can win. Well, I definitely can't win with that. Too bad that wasn't attacking. Let's put on full control mode. Just to make them second guess. Nope, they did not second guess at all. Oh wow, 1-1 in the mirror match, and they stopped us from getting to platinum. We are here against Gut Rot. It's a funny name. Oh man, we don't have the white, but I'm still gonna keep. Maybe we'll draw a white. Nope. Play Hired Hexblade next. We are against green. This card is good once you get Pack Tactics going, but as of right now they do not have it, and we have an answer. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attack. Then play this. And then I'll use my Dragon's Fire if they try to pump their wolf. They pumped too late, so now I use Dragon Fire. And they might have a spell, but then we at least get it out of their hand. Ooh, okay. A Hexproof Turtle. That is a 5/5. That was a lot of damage. Now we can kill that, create a treasure, play this, and attack. Hopefully they're running out of steam. I mean, they were super aggressive with this, so it made me think that they weren't going to do a whole lot else. It was kind of like they were all in on that card, you know? Okay, so now I'll just attack with Triumphant Adventurer. We will go to the Lost Mine once again. Swarming Goblins is a good draw. They will not block, or they should not block. Good job at reading. And we will drop our hoarding organ, or hoarding ogre. And we will see what happens. I assume they have a trick, but we will draw the trick out of them. Yep, there it is. It still is a trade, so I'm fine with that. And now we adventure. Or, sorry, we venture. That's funny, because this is Triumphant Adventurer, but Adventure was Throne of Eldraine. Oh, we rolled a 1. So I've rolled a 19, a 19, and a 1, which is pretty funny, actually. We will put a 1/1 on our Adventurer, because then it can kill 2 creatures. And we will hold on to our land in case we draw our card draw spell. The unexpected card. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah. I think we got this one. Yep, looks like it. And we completed a dungeon. Good game, Gut Rot. And we made it to Platinum. Alright, we are 4-2 and we are against Sumerian. Oh, we have our 2 really good white cards. Where's our planes? Just kidding. Most of the time we're not going to draw our planes. This is a risky keep. We don't really have anything to do except Dragon's Fire. But I have faith. Heart of the cards, right? And I'm going to lead on a swamp in case we draw our planes. Our opponent mulliganed, which helps us. And they might even mulligan again. It looks like they're having a tough decision. No, they're just deciding which card to throw back. We'll say hello. Another Dragon's Fire. At least we can defend ourselves. But this is not what you want to be doing when you're on the play. I mean, I could just do it just to not waste my mana. This card isn't great. But at least I'm using my mana. Alright, well, this is a fortunate draw for us. That card I am going to kill for sure. Before they can even do anything with it. Because this pumps their whole team. When they pay with treasure. Wow, Max punished. I need another red or a white. Or something that makes treasures. Rust Monster. First strike gets +2/+0 if you sacrifice an artifact. Well, this makes treasures. We'll play it. Hopefully they don't have a way to kill it. Oh. We desperately need treasures. So let's see if they... Oh, nope. They are gonna attack me. And they could pump the Rust Monster if they want, but I doubt they will. I'll just take 5 on the chin. See what else they play? Nothing. That was actually a pretty good draw. So I am going to do this. Or, wait. If I do this... Then I can play Nadar. I think I have to, but I'm not gonna block. I feel like they do have removal. We do want another mountain, please. Okay, no removal. They could have sorcery removal like Grim Bounty. Oh, Valor Singer to make both of their creatures get through. That's a pretty good card for them. We are not going to block. We are at 8, so we are in a little bit of a dangerous position. Ooh, and they killed my treasure maker. They saw that it was valuable to me. I do get to at least venture, so I'm going to attack first. Hope that they don't have a 1 mana. Let's see, do I want to make a blocker, a chump blocker? Or do I want to make a treasure? If I make a treasure, then I'll have 6 mana. So I could play this. Or I could play this and Dragon's Fire. I think that's probably better. So it was close. I think you could have chosen either one. And we can even get them to sack their treasure if we wanted to. Ooh, we will go like this. And do we want to play the land, or do we want to... I guess we need it for the red, because we don't have double red. Yep. Okay, end the turn. So this is... Okay, so I'm gonna chump with the Triumphant Adventurer, I think. Let's see, how can I do this? Huh. Because if they sack this... Do I just trade with Nadar? That can't be right, can it? Right, I could kill their whole board. But I want to leave Nadar alive. So I will block here, make them sack the treasure, and then Dragon's Fire it. Take 3. Oh, they do have Den of the Bugbear over there, their land. I don't want to hover over it because then they'll realize they can activate it. Sometimes people forget that they even have them. And we can make that get -4/-0 so we can attack. We drew a plains, so I'm going to attack first. And then play my Tiger Tribe Hunter. And I'm gonna hold the land in case I need to draw spells. And I am 1 away from completing a dungeon, which makes this a 5/5. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good. I'm dead next turn. Wow. So I have to do this. Yeah, I'm just dead. Then we can attack. Decline. Draw a card. My one hope is that I draw something that can... Oh yeah, I'm just dead. Wow. Good game, opponent. I'm telling you, Thieves' Tools has been so good in this set. It just finishes games. And they have Den of the Bugbear they remembered. So it didn't really matter, but... Wow. Good game, opponent. So we went 4 and 3, so only minus 100 gems, which I'm okay with. I thought our deck was better than it performed. I really think our white was crazy. We had Triumphant Adventurer, Nadar Selfless Paladin, and Borrowin. Those are all really, really strong for the black-white archetype. And we never really had a bad time casting them. I mean, there were a few times where we didn't have the white, but eventually we made a treasure and it was totally fine. I do think red-black is going to be the most splashy format, or archetype, just because of all the treasures. We only got to play Orcus once and it died the next turn, so it never did any damage. But it drew out a removal spell, so that's all you can ask, I guess, right? Swarming Goblins, we rolled a 19, a 19, and a 1. If you made it this far in the video, let's put hashtag Prince of Death, because he died as soon as I played him. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'm really enjoying this format. I think it's been pretty fun so far. I hope that you all are having fun as you're playing and that we're learning together on how the format works. And we made it to Platinum now, so we can keep on climbing the ladder. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.